All right, everybody. So, in this packet tracer, we'll be troubleshooting Etherchannel. So, in the previous video, we went through over the process of setting up and configuring Etherchannel. But of course, after you implement any configurations, you may expect to be able to troubleshoot as well. So troubleshooting is a critical part of day-to-day when it comes to technical jobs, and that's the way we need to think about when we implement configurations on any device for that matter. At some point you will have to be able to troubleshoot. So in this packet tracer we have been given a topology that it has 4 switches and it has 6 port channels. As you guys can see, this topology has redundant links all over connecting devices. It's almost a full mesh right here. So looks like every single device is connected to every other device. So yeah, in that sense we have a full mesh here, and spanning tree protocol will be blocking some of these links. So that is something that we don't want, and for that reason we want to implement Etherchannel, so that way we utilize the bandwidth that is available. So basically what we have is, well, a junior technician recently configured 4 switches, right? And now users are complaining that the network is running slow, and now we have to investigate. I will not go over this kind of explanation or steps, because basically what it boils down is to make sure that our configuration does match our requirements. So these are the requirements, and we're going to see that this topology doesn't quite fit or match those requirements. So that's what we're going to be fixing here. Okay, so let's jump right in. Channel 1. We have 6 channels, right? Or 6 ether channel groups. And for one, we are going to be taking a look between switch 1 and switch 3. They're connected via gigabit 1 and 2, and so we need to make sure that configuration match on both ends, and that we have a working ether channel. So if something is not quite correct, then obviously ether channel will not form. I will go ahead and jump right in. So basically the way I will tackle this is that I will go section by section. So channel 1 is between switch 1 and switch 3, and then I will go over to channel or port channel 2, switch 2 and switch 4, and so on and so forth. So the first thing, switch 1, we're gonna open up and let's take a look at the running config. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have. Show Etherchannel summary will give us a quick look at the configuration for Etherchannel in this switch. So right away we see that we have 3 different Etherchannel groups: 1, 3, and 5. Right, so we have 1, 3, 5, and according to documentation, that's exactly what we need. We need 1, 3, and 5. Now, all of these switches will be running LACP. So that's basically the protocol that we're gonna use. Okay. Alright, so switch 1 should have these 3 different groups, and we have those groups. So at least our junior technician did that part correct, right? So let's see where did it went wrong. So group 1 again is a ether channel that should be between S1 and S3, right? And it should be utilizing gigabit Ethernet 1 and 2. So our first group here, okay, it says that it's down. Okay, that's our legend here. Okay, and it's an LACP. That's correct. Our interfaces are correct. However, they are not a part of a port channel. So P means that are part of port channel. I means that they are standalone, therefore not participating on either channel. So we have an issue here. Now we know that there are several things that we need to make sure, right? So first, the first thing that I like to check is the trunk. So show interface trunk. Okay, so right away we can also see that we are trunking, but we are only trunking for group 3 and group 5. So we're missing here group 1. Fair enough. Alright, so our interfaces, we don't have any trunking on any interface for group 1. Alright, so the first thing is that I will go ahead and statically configure those links as static trunks. Alright, so to do that, we go to configuration mode, we go to the interface bundle, which is gigabit 0/1 and 2, and then I would turn those interfaces into a trunk. So those ports will be now acting as trunk ports. Switch port mode, trunk. Okay. Alright, so, and then we also have, since we do have our group channel, I'm gonna go to that group channel interface. To do that, I will go to interface, port channel, and it's channel 1. Now that I am inside that port channel interface mode, I would now also just give it the switch port trunk command. So switch port mode trunk. Alright, and non-negotiate. Now this command will also take effect into the physical interface as well, but not the other way around. If I were to go to do only the first step I did, converting those ports into trunk ports, and not doing it on this interface, we may have an issue. Okay, but now we got that out of the way, and we also know that we do have our group created with the correct protocol on the correct interfaces. Okay, now next thing that we need to do is to confirm that switch 3 is also configured the same way. Alright, so we basically going to run the same commands. Alright, and show Etherchannel summary. Again, we have the group created. Okay, and now pack P. Okay, that's not good. Although the protocols are not correct. So let me go and change that. Now to do that, we go to configuration mode. If I can type conf t. Alright, and now I will go and create that interface range. Interface range gigabit 0/1 and 2. Alright, now that I am working within those interfaces, I'm going to get rid of that protocol or the group that contains the protocol inside. So I will say no channel group. Okay, 1 mode and desirable, because pack P works with desirable. Alright, and now I would then fix that and put it inside active mode, because that's the mode that LACP utilizes. Alright, looks good now. Now I have created the correct group with the correct protocol. Now another thing that I like to check is the trunking. Trunk. Okay, and we are. So, alright, so we are trunking. Perfect. Alright, so we're trunking. We just created the correct protocol, and we're gonna now double check, confirm that. Now I'm gonna exit completely and show Etherchannel summary. Okay, now I see that we have the protocol still showing as if it is in pack P, although I did change it, right? So this seems to be some packet tracer issue here, but look at this. I can tell it's a packet tracer issue because if this protocol, okay, were to be still pack P, then this wouldn't have changed to in use. It would have remained down, right? So the fact that now it's in use, all right, although we have a discrepancy here, that tells me that this is a packet tracer issue. I mean, we can confirm again. Switch 1, right? We can go to switch 1. Alright, let me get out of this mode. Show the channel summary. And again, you see, look, it shows that group 1, okay, look, is in use and with LACP. If in real equipment, if we had LACP on one end but pack P on the other end, this Ethernet uh, bundle will not be functioning. It will not form an Ether channel. That's just the way it is. But it looks like Packet Tracer has a bug and it's not it's showing or portraying the correct protocol, but or not changing the protocol after correction. So anyway, the fact that is in use and is correct, is in the correct port, it tells me that we are done in this section right here. So that is completed. And we're gonna move on to channel group 2. Channel group 2 is on this side, okay, between switch 2 and switch 4. Alright, so let me start with switch 2. We're going to open the CLI. Alright, hopefully that's big enough. Alright, so enable and configure. Well, show me the Ether channel status. Show Ether channel summary. Okay, so channel group 2 is being configured. Okay, it's in use. Correct protocol. Alright, so on this side it seems to be, at least that is good. Again, repeating the same thing, showing interface trunk. No, we're not trunking. Okay, so we are not trunking, so we need to fix that. Interface range, and this is gigabit 1 and gigabit 2. Okay. Alright, switch port mode, trunk, non-negotiate. Okay, exit out. Okay, and actually we go to that interface for channel 2. Alright. Okay, came up to getting out, or let me just go and do show Ether channel. Summary. Okay. Show me the trunk and interfaces. Trunk. Alright, so now we're trunking for 2. Sweet. Alright, so that was switch 2. Looks like configuration correct. Now let's verify that switch 4 is in compliance with our requirements, or has the correct configuration to form the Ether channel, which I suspect it does. But to confirm, alright, so it's in use. LACP, correct. Is it trunking? It is trunking. Alright, so it looks good. It's in use. So the Ether channel was successfully created. Now there's an issue here, as you guys can see. Looks like group Ether channel group 4. It it's not configured with the correct interfaces. Alright, so we'll take care of that when the time comes. Now everything else looks good. Ether channel for group 2 is created. It's working up. That's fantastic. Alright, so we have Ether channel creator here. Now let's take care port 3 or Ether channel group 3. Alright, so opening switch 1 again. We can confirm that is in use. Correct protocol, correct interfaces. Alright. So switch 1. Remove this a little bit. Okay, so we're working with port channel 3. Correct interfaces 23 and 24. That's good. Now let's confirm trunking. Okay, is it? Yeah, it is trunking. Now let's move on to switch 2. Verify that. We know it's not trunking, but we know that it does have the correct configuration for the Ether channel or for the group. Okay, that looks good, but we're not trunking. Okay, so let's go. Fast Ethernet 0/23 and 24. That's gonna be our range. And we're gonna make that a trunk. Okay. I'm gonna get out of that interface. One, two, three. Switch port mode. Trunk. Switch port. Non-negotiate. Alright. Should be good now. Are we trunking? Okay, looks like that came up. Are we trunking? And we are now trunking. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Alright, now we are going to verify one more time. 3 is in use. Correct ports. Okay, we're done. Now let's move on to channel group 4. And that is between switch 3 and switch 4. Beginning with switch 3, we do have the group currently down. Interfaces are the correct interfaces, not forming a Ether channel. Alright, so again, looks like we do have these as pack P. I'm not sure because again, it seems like packet tracer is not changing that. So we have to make sure that that's not the case. So let's go ahead and remove that. Okay, interface range, fast Ethernet 23 and 24. 24. Ooh, okay. Okay, internet interface range. Interface range. Fast Ethernet 0, 23, and 24. And now here we are going to no channel group, and we're dealing with channel 4 mode desirable. Okay, you have to make it active for LACP. I'm gonna remove the no. Okay, now interface switch port mode trunk switch port no negotiate. Okay, interface port channel 4 switch port mode trunk and non-negotiate. Okay, switch 3. Our switch 3 okay, still down. Okay, again it's not changing the protocol. Alright, so it's still down. I know I changed the protocol. I know that we were working on the correct interfaces. So it's time to take a look at the other end, which is the switch 4. Close this, open switch 4. Right away I can tell we are trunking. Okay, and in use, but these interfaces are not the correct ones. So to change that, we need to remove these two interfaces right here. They don't belong to our Ether channel group 4. They belong to group 5. Alright, so that's an easy change. Alright, so we're gonna go to that interface bundle. Alright, Fast Ethernet 21 and 22. Okay, so interface group or range, yeah, Fast Ethernet. We said it was 21 and 22. Okay, no channel group 4. Okay, no channel group 4, but 5. So yeah, those two interfaces, they go to channel group 5. And in the mode of active for LACP. And that should correct that issue. Okay. Alright. So let me get out of here. Okay, so we're trunking. We know that. Alright, now our group 4 is up, having the correct protocol, and is also with the correct interfaces. 23 and 24. Fantastic. So now we're moving on to group 5. Closing this. So this section is complete. Group 5, or port channel 5, is between switch 1 and switch 4. Going back to switch 1. Okay. Enable. Show ether channel. Summary. Okay, group 5 is between switch 1 and switch 4. Okay. Using fast Ethernet 0/21 and 22. Alright. So over this side is good. Are we trunking? Let me show. I should have that trunking command somewhere. Because I've been, yeah. Alright, so yes, we are trunking. Okay. So we're trunking there. Okay, so configure terminal. Interface. Port channel 5. Switch port mode. Trunk. Switch port. Non-negotiating. So switch 1 is good. Let's now take care of switch 4. Okay. It's in use. Correct interfaces. And we're trunking. Okay, so we're trunking there. Five. Alright, so that should take care of switch 1 and switch 4. It looks like we're running good on that ether channel group. Now we move on to the last one between switch 2 and switch 3. Okay. Alright. So between switch 2 and switch 3. So we go to switch 3. Let's see. Okay, so this group is still down. Why still down? Okay. Is it really? Nope. He's up. Okay, so good. Good on that. Now, group 6 is down. Okay. Again, let's go. Configure terminal. Interface range. That should be fast Ethernet 21 and 22. Alright, so no channel group 6. Okay. Active. Okay. So now I put that into LACP because it appears to be on pack P, and it did took that configuration. Alright, so now we go into the interface. Interface, port channel 6, switch port mode, trunk, and no negotiate on that. Okay. Summary. Alright, it's in use. Again, it's still showing pack P, but it's impossible to be in use being still in pack P if switch 2 is on LACP. That is just not possible. Alright, so we have something here. Spanning tree block plugin port channel 6 on VLAN 1, inconsistent port type. Fantastic. Alright, that's good. Good info. That's easy fix. Going to go to configure terminal, interface, port channel 6, switch port, mode, trunk. And now we have restored consistency on that port channel 6. Alright, and it looks like we have completed our mission. Alright, so in 39 minutes, we have 100% completion. Right, and we confirm that, and show the channel summary. Alright, so we have, yeah, it's on LACP, it's working, but as you guys can see, the protocol is in use, or the port channel is in use, the protocol is LACP, and this is the group, okay, the port channel group between switch 2 and switch 3. But if we go to switch 3, look at this. Still showing that we're sporting pack P protocol, which is not correct. So this is a packet tracer issue here, but it's okay. The mechanism behind the scenes still behave as we expect, except this little bug right here. But everything else seems to be updating correctly, and the information is accurate when it comes to this. Now we can also see that look at the difference. Our topology has changed quite a bit. Now instead of being blocking one link pretty much on all bundles, we are only blocking one end of one section of each redundant link. So we have every switch have 3 different interfaces, right? So you have this one right here, you have this one, and it has this one. So 3 different interfaces. So we have 3 different instances of spanning tree blocking a redundant link. And that's exactly what we want. Okay, so now we are utilizing full bandwidth on the rest of the links. Fantastic. All right, so this is it for troubleshooting. Hope that this video is helpful to you, and I'll see you in the next one.